Howdy-yo, everyone! Lostly here, back in action for more Bishonjo Senshi Sailor Moon Another Story. And that means that we are going through Sailor Jupiter's little thing, and honestly, we're kind of ripping through it right now. Like, we're getting some good levels and everything. I'm exploring the cave, seeing what's going on here. That's just kind of the whole entire shebang. We got all the earrings that we needed to get, so all the accessories and such, before this place collapses, that is. Apparently. And it's just really neat and interesting in that regard that we have all that. And also, I gotta say, Jupiter's attacks are kind of styling. She's always been the coolest one to me. I'm just saying, she just has been. And it continues to be that way. Although I am finding it very interesting that a lot of these areas are having it to where basically there is always like a ruin or something somewhere. Where we're always like seeing that around. Suffice to say, I'm just kind of leveling up as we go along, exploring the little area. Just in case there's something else around here, but I figured out where the last puzzle piece is of the puzzle pieces that I had to go get. It's outside, I will have to go grab it, we will have time to get that, and then hopefully everything will go down well. I don't know. I hope for the best. Honestly, because if not, I'm going to cry, and I'm gonna be like, why? Why is me? But that is just what it is. Suffice to say, I've been kind of all over and frazzled about things, and it's days like this that make me wonder, just maybe, I have ADHD. Just maybe. I have talked to my therapist about it, and like, that is one thing that I am genuinely like, I'm not sure on, and I think I have it. But at the same time, like, I'm able to concentrate a lot more and whatnot. I just tend to get distracted. I have a wandering mind, and I get curious about things and such. And just, it's hard to describe it as, I generally just get curious and I kind of nosedive into things. Because my brain is just wired that way. Or if it's just ADHD and I can't help it because my brain is just wired that way. Either way, something's wrong with the brain. If it's not ADHD, it's definitely a mental illness of some sort. I don't know, maybe dyscalculia does that. It's the only thing for sure that I could describe myself towards. Prescribe myself towards. Blah 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 blah. It looks like this little ruin area doesn't have a whole lot there. We kind of just got the one thing that was there, and that was it. That was the whole shebang. But hey, whatever. It is kind of interesting that we'd like, as soon as we leveled up twice, we just leveled 2 times, we rip everybody apart. I guess the ruins you were talking about really are down here, huh? Look, there's something written up there. But of course, I can't read it. What can I see is, that the symbol of Jupiter is there. Trying to rack my brain, but I just don't get it at all. So you came all the way in search of the stone? How admirable. Unfortunately, you won't find it here. Or you? But we meet again, and I'll tell you. In just a little while, this place will have a cave-in. You should get out while you can. Was she truly serious about the cave-in? Come on, we gotta escape. Oh? Mary! George! Thank you, Jupiter. It wasn't easy, let me tell you. By the way, I had a question. Is there a way for you to get together without worrying about the feud? Actually, yeah. Found out something about the Nephirite you need while I was hitting the books. Turns out that there are records of it from about 40 years ago. It was used to enter into matrimony. But where is it now? I guess it's that protection god place. Be nice if we could get it. By protection god, do you mean the giant tree? Yeah, that's it. Sounds good. Now's your time to shine. Huh? You think I should... Yeah, go down the stone! That way everything I can get cleared up. And a certain happy couple can get back together. Sounds agreeable. But now I shall return to Mishi. Place my faith in you. Oh, I place my faith in you, Georgikins. Oh, jeez. Okay. So there's apparently like a tree somewhere I got to go hit up. So I'll figure that out. What is this? National Park. Go through here. I go over here actually. Well, maybe it's like in one of these trees. Why would you hide a tree randomly somewhere? Ugh. Maybe it's a little more noticeable. There's supposed to be like a puzzle piece around here somewhere, so that's what I'm trying to figure out and find. Anyway, point being, whole entire story. I recently decided to like look into older games, and I was looking at the PC at 88, and there's a nice little emulator that I could download, and it has a thing, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. But problem here, of course, is I don't know how to run the darn thing. I got all the necessary backup files that I was able to find, and I try to boot up the games that I have, and it booted up one thing and one thing only, and that was Fang from Enix. That's an old ass game. Everything else had the correct thing, and I don't know what else it could be, and I was like fumbling on this the whole entire time. And mind you, this was also in between the whole entire me like reading like a bunch of like Yuri stuff and all this other such and such, that I kind of just like was wondering what was going on in the whole situation, you know? Well, I'm just kind of fluttered on that situation because it's just like, what do I do with it? Like, usually I'm able to figure this out, but sometimes you have to just walk away from it, do things that you need to be doing. So I decided to do exactly that, is do something else. This tree does look different, but I don't think there's anything there. So let's try to see other situations. If we go back to that town, maybe it'll be over there. If not, I may have to redo this just to get that puzzle piece. And if so, I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be sad. I hope not. There's a lot of weird ass missables in this game, and it's so hard to figure out what is and what isn't, but like, it's just a matter of making sure to pay attention for the most part. I think this is the last time I really need to focus on puzzle pieces though, so I'm hopeful on that. I don't know. Everything else, like equipment and such, I do have to worry about, but aside from that, it's not a problem. Yeah, I don't know why Supreme Thunder's so good. It's insane that that's a one diamond. It just kind of, it gets everything. Okay, so let's go over here. I'm gonna look at all these trees, because apparently it's in a tree somewhere. Okay, I know that's a weird jump, but hey, whatever. Follow me on this. Apparently I could go through a thing here. I didn't know. Boom. Like so. This is where our secret last one should be. Huh? Oh, you're looking for a puzzle piece, huh? There, here you go. Yay! We found them all! There was a lot more to look into than I thought there'd be, but we're good now. I think we now have the ability to like complete the little puzzle piece area, and then we're all good, right? But I'll go ahead and finish my story just for a bit. Suffice to say, I do like the look of a lot of the PC-88's games. I don't know what it is about that particular era and such. It's one of those situations where I look into it and I'm like, why am I so fascinated with this specifically? I don't get it. And I really don't. I don't. But it's pretty cool, and I like it. It's neat. And suffice to say, we're gonna have to like level up to 16, so we're gonna be here for just a little bit. I'll speed up when I can, but story. Suffice to say, I was looking into all these things and whatnot, looking into situations, and I noticed something. This PC-88 was actually something that was featured in 16-Bit Sensation, and that is a older anime in 2024-ish. I don't think it's a particularly good one, question mark? It's one of those things where, like, it did not meet the expectations that I wanted, but it also didn't disappoint. It's hard to quite describe it, but that's pretty much it. I wanted it to be one thing, and it went out to be something else entirely. And it has interesting critiques about AI and the human ingenuity of it all. And I think 16-Bit Sensation is really neat and interesting. And the whole reason why I went down this route effectively is because, like, I remember them talking about older games. And I was like, these older games look really pretty, and, like, there's a lot of neat sprite work attached to it and whatnot. This was back when I was watching the anime. And now I see on my Twitter feed people going on the 16-Bit Sensation going like, oh, this is so Yuri coded everything, because the girl straight up, she likes pretty girls. She really does. The main character is, I don't want to say heavily sapphic or even like a lesbian, but like she lets it known. She is bi AF for sure, if not pan. And it's one of those situations where like it makes me happy that like girls for the most part just celebrate themselves and are kind of like all about the body positivity and like, wow, this girl's hot, you know, like they accept it and whatnot. And I think that's really cool and neat, interesting. But we were talking about it and I was thinking to myself, like, this is the same kind of impression that I got with this anime. And I did not get the thing that they wanted because I also wanted that, and that wasn't what happened here. It really is something else too, because like, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I think there's a lot of interesting and neat things that get added there that effectively have a bit of parallels with with the Sailor Moon series. Not in the sense that like the battles and whatnot, but there is a matter of, I want to say reincarnation, but a bit of a time loop situation going on there that I really like, and I think it's pretty interesting and neat in terms of how they handle it. It's not a time loop, it is a time loop situation. And I say that way because like, she's not necessarily time traveling in a way that a loop happens, but she can reset the time. And there's all these other things attached to it and parameters that she doesn't quite know how to gauge yet. And it's just kind of neat how she basically is struggling like with modern day gaming and everything and how things are, because honestly modern day games just aren't a particularly great work environment. A lot of coding places aren't, because they kind of just exploit people for their coding habits and everything, and then they fire them immediately because, you know, like, LOL, why do you need benefits? You're a poor. That's effectively how the whole entire thing goes down and whatnot. So it's just interesting and neat, and I'm like trying to get this PC-8 to work here. I'm trying everything that I can, and I don't know, I'm like out of depth, and I'm just like, this is why people don't play older games. This is the exact reason why, because they can't get things to work, because I can't get things to work. And like, I'm going to like hammer into it, see if I can look into other stuff. I don't know what it is that I'm missing. I'm missing something, clearly. And I looked into some things. There's settings and situations that you can put onto, but there's like a V2, V1 thing. It's weird. And I'm just like, older computers are neat and interesting. And one thing that I think a lot of people don't know about older computers and newer ones is that the older computers are very Swiss Army knife type of situation where you could do a lot of things that you normally should not or would not be able to because you could brute force the system. And it's a neat and interesting factor in it that also gets played with 16-bit sensation. But because of modern conventions and whatnot, it has been made for a lot of computers to effectively be dumbed down and like coded in a way where basically you have it how should I say this? Have it to where like the computer runs slower because it is trying to process a lot of things to make things easier for you. Like it'll run a program just so you don't have to like literally type in the execution. And that takes time. And then you go into other things that for other programs and other things for that, and it's really neat and interesting in the way that computers are very much 101010 turn on, turn off, mixed together with just like how you command it and do these things. I have a very minimal knowledge. This shit sucks to describe because I do not have basic know-how, nor can I describe it to layman. But my point is that it's neat and interesting that you could do these things and like add these things, but when you don't know what the hell you're doing because you don't really have a good manual, or you can't like read through all the gobbledygook because you're just trying to figure out one thing and you've gone through all the other stuff and that's fine. It's frustrating, and I understand why we have PCs the way we do. Wholeheartedly. It's just one of them situations that I'm just like, oh god. Oh, I wish things could go that way. And then I started thinking about the anime again, the 16-bit sensation thing, and I was like, oh, are there icons for this? Because it would look really good icon for this thing specifically that I can't get to work. And now I have it as an icon. I'm looking around and like DeviantArt has it to where you can just like download little icons sometimes because people are really nice and generous on the internet. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. You can have like different icons for different things and do those things. So now I'm gonna look into that, customize my computer for that. But I'm like, wait, I have to also record, right? I have to record things. I'm supposed to be doing that. And then on top of that, I'm also supposed to be hanging out with like a pretty girl at Fancy, let's be real. And like, she hasn't said anything to me, so I'm just kind of like waiting, like tiptoeing my fingers going doo 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 doo. But I also am hungry, and I want to eat food, and I have sushi in the fridge. So you see how my mind is going a bit of a minute right now because it's kind of jolted in a way that does these things. And this is after going to get groceries, after I was waiting to get my chair fixed because one of the wheels broke. And if a wheel breaks on your chair, oh, it impacts the whole chair so much. I was shocked just how much I was not having a good time with that situation. Like it was to a degree that like I felt like the chair wasn't functioning in a way that like felt remotely good. I don't want that. I don't want to do that. Suffice to say, I had a bit of a busy day, but I also got to read Watanabe, and Watanabe is this really nice and interesting Yuri novel, light novel, about a girl that is just trying to like handle high school situations and her friends and whatnot, and like her friends keep falling in love with her. And she's trying to figure out what that means for her and how she wants to deal with it. And just, it's really neat and interesting in a way that, like, I don't think they usually approach in, even gay romance. Gay romance in general, I don't think they approach it nearly as well as they do here. Maybe with, the Virgin Wizard one. The Virgin Wizard one's really good. Oh my god. If you want a yaoi, y'all, if you want a yaoi to, like, go into and be like, huh, what if I would like guy-on-guy stuff? I definitely suggest the Virgin Wizard if you are of age. Because if you are of age, it hits a lot of really good moments, and it's very, very sweet. While also being, like, lewd enough, you know? I'll be real. I am literally just trying to get to level 13, because I feel like that would be a good level. I think they want you to be at level 16 for the ending point, but we could make sure to like attack other creatures and whatnot inside the tree. Still, Sailor Jupiter is one of my favorite characters in all of fiction. I love her to death. I think she's really cute and funny. And I think a really nice, fun contrast that I know from the anime because I pay the most attention to her is that she is able to kick ass. She is really good at ass kicking. She has good karate chopping action, as well as the ability to bake. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. I think she's super duper cool. And I would just love for like any kind of relationship where like I have a girl that could protect me while at the same time she like makes me cookies and I'm just like, ooh, thank you. That to me sounds fun as hell. I love that. And like, I really, really like that Sailor Moon has so many like different depictions of what femininity is and just like, it's nice and fun and exciting and just, it's one of those things that I don't get that same feeling from a lot of shonen stuff. I'm not trying to make this into shoujo better than shonen, but I am trying to say here is that I think there's a lot more to do with plot and like powers and being cool for guy anime in comparison to girl anime, where it's more about characters and developing things and more about the story of it all, not just the plot. Like, it has things to move along and do things and makes things interesting and cool. Do I love seeing a badass girl? Hell yeah, I do. That's not always something I need in the story. Sometimes I think the better way to go about it is someone is badass by doing something that they don't usually do, like an introvert doing extrovert stuff for the first time and they're making and giving up courage for it, and just like, it's neat and it feels great. Like, genuinely, there's some really, really neat stuff out there, like with Bocchi the Rock having some really good moments where she shreds the guitar and it's super cool, and it makes me like really happy to get those things. And like, I look at shonen stuff and I'm just, to me, shonen's just kind of boring. It just is. There isn't stuff that like I like to see that's like super cool and everything, and I need something more. Like, I watched Dragon Ball Z. I don't need to watch Dragon Ball Z again. Like, Dragon Ball Z is cool. It's good. Do I think it's better than Sailor Moon? No. Dragon Ball? Maybe. You have an argument there. I'll give you that. But Dragon Ball Z, I don't think. Not to mention, Sailor Moon will kick Goku's ass. That is just an objective fact. Looks like there's a lady over there? Why is there a lady over there? Mikuju? What are you doing here? Let's get you. Let's go. We do buku damage. Oh, she's just... Okay, it's... Hey, what's up? So you're still alive, I see. Yeah, now you better tell me who the hell you are. Opposito, Mordock. A warrior who crossed space-time, protected by the planet Jupiter. Hold up, you crossed space-time? One peaceful day after another. Yep, we're living in a real paradise. Legendary Silver Crystal sure lives up to its name. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. After all, if it wasn't for its power, the world would fall into chaos. Global wars would start again. I really do owe everything to the Silver Crystal. Stop going on about peace. Don't you know anything? So many of those wars started because of the Silver Crystal. The Dark Kingdom, the Black Moon, the Death Busters. You just keep yourself in the dark, refusing to see reality for what it really is. Now I understand, Murdoch. Apsu? Mankind is full of fools. I don't even understand that this current peace is nothing but a sham. Yes, alas, the past shall eventually repeat. So long as the silver crystal exists, its bloody history will haunt the world. Right, Apsu. I'm in. We'll get that crystal, completely eradicate the wars it causes. Murdoch, I knew you would accept. Sailor Jupiter, I commend you for getting this far. But that's as far as you go. You're the one who gets the stone first. Okay. At least she gave us her little spiel before we had to go fight her, and we had to like do the little save and everything. Mikuju! I just think these characters look really cute. So they got some good designs for a video game. And I think they do amazing work with this, right? Like, this Mokoto is just so cute. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So there's my little thing. Does that mean that we could just kind of like get things on the up and up again? Get him? So, not that. I would like to get to level 16. Considering how short a lot of these areas are and whatnot, I feel like I'm gonna have to do that. So, for now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and save and just kind of do that real fast. Okay, we are level 15 right now. Hopefully we can get things through. I am going to just kind of keep going. But like in the sense that we just explore a little bit more. And we're just gonna like kind of get that level. Suffice to say, I'm a little surprised how fast these sections are going for each Sailor Scout, because it's just kind of like there's like two like areas like that are connected, and then you go to the third area that has the person, and that's it. End list. And I'm like, I guess that's cool, but at the same time I'm kind of hoping there is something more to it. It's not a really like bad thing. It's just one of those situations where I'm just like, this all? Like, I kind of get it because like we are just like one particular character, and there's more to the game coming up. We need 2,000 experience. Okay. So how much experience do we get on particular areas and whatnot? So with 2 peeps, hit. What do we get? 46 experience? Oh my goodness. That's gonna be way too much. Unless it's accumulation thing. Is it accumulation situation? Where it's like, you have this much experience and you just need to get to there. So, yeah, it is. So we need like a few levels, effectively. Not bad, just one of those situations. Alright. A fairly decent tree area, though. I definitely want to get to level 16 before we fight the boss, because everyone else is at 16. I feel like that's kind of the point. You're just trying to raise up individual Sailor Scouts that way. So hopeful. And then multiple. Hiya! I think we might be at like level like 1900. So that means that we need another. It's like 5 fights total or some such. I ain't trying to like grind everything out, but I gotta try to figure out how further along we go about things. Sometimes experience math is a little bit hard to do. But hey, Pokemon taught me a thing or two. It's all nice. speaking of things, I always find it really interesting whenever people make like fanon teams for various fictional characters, and Sailor Moon in particular being one of those characters that consistently gets it. And like, I really like the idea, but I always kind of hate the fact that they pair Pikachu with Jupiter sometimes. So I'm just like, I don't think Jupiter would do that. I don't think she would have Pikachu as one of her Pokemon. I think Mareep into Ampharos makes a little more sense to me, just as a whole, but I do think we could probably do better than that with something else. I'm trying to figure out what would it be. I don't think it'd be Jolteon. I don't think Jolteon works, even though I've seen it with Jolteon. Having the evolutions effectively be like the Sailor Scouts, like own individual, works pretty well. It hits pretty nice. I like it. But I felt Jolteon's a little bit too on the nose, you know? Like I feel like we could do a little better, you know? I don't know. Considering she has a dragon and everything, that's kind of why, like, Ampharos Mega is Dragon Electric. So it kind of works that way. But is there any other Dragon Electrics, I think? There is, like, the one... Is it the white one or the black one? Not Kyurem, it's like something else. I forgot. But I don't think she would have a legendary like that. I think Sailor Moon would have a legendary for sure. She definitely would. She seems like the type that just kind of would get it. I've seen it with Electivire, but Electivire is a little too. I don't know. I don't like that particular bunch. The little Pokemon that kind of like look like a loaf. Not a loaf, but the other one. The one that Sonia has. Her evolution line and everything, I think would go to Mars Jupiter pretty well. Mars, my goodness. I'm not good at naming names sometimes. It just is what it is. But yeah, I think they're all really neat for the most part is what I'm trying to say here. There we go, we got our level up. We could leave. Alright, where are we going off to? That's it. Let's go, tree area. Hi. Hi-ya. We did 1,000 that time. That's insane. Let's go. Okay. Oh, this tree don't stop, do it. Wait, are we just going around in circles? Or is the tree just that big? I want to hope that the tree isn't that long, but it might just be that long. I don't know what these things are, but they're definitely new. Got them. Okay. Whoop whoop. There we go. Yes. Right. We shall write it. Waha! Alright, so this should be it, yeah? Ooh, oh, we're like high up. Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, that was fast. Not fast enough. The stone is mine. What? She fell? Jump down after her? Sure. There it is! Finally, Nephirite's Lightstone. Oh. Stop right there! Quick, get this stone back to Mary. But it's alright, just go. Oh, I love it. Sailor Moon! You might have the stone, but all I need is to end you. You want to kill me, huh? that your idea, or is it someone else calling the shots? I'm the only one who telling me what to do. I decided that each and every last one of you sailor soldiers needs to die. Then I'll get the silver crystal. She's so angry. Why is she so angry? Okay, so... Waha. Oh! We annihilated her! We just boom, done. Damn that Absu! She said I'd be stronger than the other soldiers. She really grant me the power to change destiny. Sailor Jupiter, you might have beaten me today. Don't you even dare think you'll win next time. She's gone. What's that name she said? Absu. Who is that? Did she say something about changing destiny? Jupiter. Wow. Not a single scratch on you. You're really something else, you know that? Great chief. Great chef. Super strong. You're unlike any girl I've ever met. Oh, you're making me blush! But more importantly is the stone safe. Yeah, we should hurry and let my old man know that we got it. Okay. Let's let him know. Hey, old man! I think we got something of yours. What? What? You found the Nephirite? At the top of the protection tree? Bet that bastard had something to do with it. George, we're going to Mishi. Now. Huh? Why? I thought you weren't on good terms with Mishi. Well, it'd be that way sometimes. I guess we're gonna go to Mishi then. Shoot. Just when I thought we were like just ending things, they're just like, no, let's drag it on a little more. Fine. Not like it's a faraway walk. Whee! Wait, keep running into things. No, no. There we go. This outsider found the Nephirite on top of the protection tree. And you're the one who put it there, you low-down slime. Good show, you old badger. It certainly took you long enough to find it. Admit it, you did all this because you were so attached to your little sister. Good grief, man, don't start this again. After all, who was the one without the manhood to find the stone, hmm? Was this huge argument caused by these old guys bickering for 40 years? Yeah, most things. Little sister? Father, does this mean that George's mother is your younger sister? And so, that would make George's mother my aunt? You never spoken of Auntie before. Indeed, we cut ties ever since they made their union. Yeah, this old hoser was such a stick in the mud, I never could stand him. I beg your pardon? You heard me. So Mary and I are related? Oh no! They're cousins! Just like Uranus and Neptune. Regretfully, that seems to be the case. I beg you to reconsider, dearest. Yes, this green-haired boy's father wanted my beloved little sister. But the coward lacked the fortitude to acquire the Nephirite. What are you talking about? You're the weirdo with a sister complex? You said the stone was in the ruins, and I searched through them far and wide. Just admit you lied, you bald-headed bastard. So let me get this straight. The Mishi chief didn't want his sister getting married, and so he pulled a nasty prank on the Medes chef. George, Mary, I think it's up to you to let the villagers know. I beg your pardon? What? Do that and maybe everyone will put a stop to this stupid feud once and for all. Good word, as the village chieftains, that'd make us look bad. You saying, to make amends with this ruffian? He says sorry first. I guess I could make peace with him. Excuse me? You heard me. You say you're sorry first. I think not. You first. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. No, you. So you're okay with me spilling the beans to everyone? What are there? Jeez, are you two toddlers or something? I'm really sorry for dragging you into all this, Jupiter. Now I don't think we'll need the legend of the Nephirite anymore. Here, take it. So your friend can recover. Thanks. I'll do just that. Now the Nephirite's Lightstone. Yippee! Thanks for everything. I'll drop by again. I'd say we're the ones who should give you thanks. Hopefully that things will go smoothly from here on out. Take care. Wish you guys the best. That leaves me with a broken heart. Oh well, at least I got the stone. Okay, everybody's waiting for me, so I better get back home. Mako's search for the stone is over. I jotted down in the diary? Yes, of course. Always. Alright, so we'll save here. Then next time, everybody, we're gonna go into Venus's territory. Until then, thank you for watching. Sayonara. Bye-bye.